Top of the morning, good people. W Innocence is back with the Midwest picks of the NCAA tournament. I have Houston playing SIV Edwardsville. I have Houston moving on. I have Gonzaga versus Georgia. I got Georgia beating Gonzaga. I have a funny feeling that one is going to come back to bite me right in my butt. But anyways, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. And I'm sticking with it. Clemson versus McNeese. I've got Clemson beating McNeese. Now this one right here, Purdue versus High Point. I have High Point beating Purdue and moving on. Illinois versus either Texas or Xavier. I have Illinois moving on in that game. Kentucky versus Troy. Believe it or not, I got Troy upsetting Kentucky. UCLA versus Utah State. I have UCLA moving on. And Tennessee versus Wofford. I've got Tennessee moving on. In the second round, Houston versus Georgia. I got Houston moving on. Clemson versus High Point. I believe that Clemson should be able to beat High Point. But that High Point team, you guys, I don't think you guys should sleep on them because High Point, that's a team that could actually make it to the Elite Eight. Believe it or not. So remember, if you see High Point really doing some amazing things in this tournament, remember, you heard it here first. Illinois versus Troy. I got Illinois beating Troy. UCLA versus Tennessee. I've got Tennessee beating UCLA. For the final four teams in the Midwest, I have Houston versus Clemson. No, I'm definitely going to change that pick. I am definitely going to change that pick. I have Houston versus Clemson, and on my paper right now, I have Clemson beating Houston, but I'm going to change it. As a matter of fact, let me do that right this very second. I have Houston beating Clemson. It's official. It's official. I have Illinois playing Tennessee, where I have Tennessee beating Illinois. The two remaining teams I see playing for the Midwest, Houston versus Tennessee, where I have Tennessee upsetting Houston. I have Tennessee making the Final Four, representing the Midwest. I want you guys to stay tuned for the West. W Innocence with your boy E-Dub is out. Have yourself a blessed day, people.